Well guys, this is a video that you have to watch. This is a humongous boulder of Georgia Jasper, Jasper, whatever you want to call it. This is massive. I am super excited to flake into it, but I'm not going to be able to do it on my lap like normal. So I braved up and got me some actual tennis shoes instead of my normal flip-flops. I got my gloves that I'm gonna wear, and we are going to nap this big thing. Now, for sake of a thumbnail, how's that for a thumbnail? Look good? How are we looking? I think that'll serve as a really good thumbnail. All right, let's put this thing down. I know how I want to attack it already. And we got a good layer of flakes down below to be able to cushion the flakes that we take off. So we're going to start right here with a big flake. And again, just a big patty that can be reduced to a lot of different ways, a lot of different things, and of course a lot of different points that can be extracted from this large piece. All right, so let's set that down in a place where you can still see. Let's go to the next one here. Now, I do like the idea of taking this lip because this is the best material, the best quality part of the stone. Now, there are other ways to do it, but I like to get a really high quality layer there. I don't know, just really suits my fancy. So we're gonna put that there. Now that also gives us more options as to how we can attack this stone. I think before we strike in, we can strike here. Can y'all see that? Get up where you can see. Go up here. All right, good spall. Almost reminds me of coral for some odd reason. Lay that there. Flip it over. And again, we got good quality here. I really like, again, running a flake through that, if I'm able to. Looks like we can here, so maybe I'll attempt to do that. And strike back. So I'm going to be striking this direction. Okay, this direction from right here. All right. So we got a flat tab or a flat ball. Go a little higher. And there we go. A big, long spall. Probably at least 9-10 inches. That's being a little conservative. Nice one. So lay that over here. I think you can still see that. Yep. This one that we took off, lay it right there. Yeah. But now we can see what's going on. Again, our high quality layer is going to be right there. I'll show it to you. It's right where my thumb is. Right along the white edge is going to be that golden sheen. And I want to try to preserve that if I can. So, strike from back here and get 2 spalls. Whoopsie, can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. Okay, here. It's more of a flake. Here. That one was being a little stubborn. And so it broke into two really nice clean spalls, and both very consistent too, so I like that. So we'll take both of those, like one here, one there. And I think what was causing a little bit of the issue was that there. That's not a problem. Yeah, that's gonna be your best stuff there, Jake. So let's run one across. So we'll get one along the length of that really quality stuff. Lay that there. Go again with a spall through here. Okay. Lay that there. But I want to say we hit a little higher on accident. Okay, hit remove that. And also a little more. Yeah, just a little flake. All right. So now we still got this big old honking boulder here. I think the best portion is going to be along the bottom and through here. There. Throw it up on the top. Take this ball here. Won't be as big. Yeah, it wasn't as big. Let's get this on a little thicker pad of flakes here. A little higher on the edge here to remove a nice ball. Now with what we're left, we kind of already had an odd seam running. There's our police car, by the way. I don't know if you can hear it, but just about every video we have a police car. All right, I think I want to run them along this side. This is going to be our best quality here. So I want to overshoot, and usually the principle of overshooting a stone, you want to kind of go a little higher than you typically would. But I need to back in. Whoopsies. Got myself a little bit. Needs to be kind of protected a little bit so it doesn't break in half. Alright, so it didn't quite roll over, but we did get a good piece, good spall. I'll just lay it there for now. And I think I need my pads. I think we're about at a point where I can do it on the pad here. Let's see. Bring it on up. Oh yeah, I think we're rocking and rolling here. Okay, I'm seeing a few spalls we can easily take. Let's start with the one that's looks to be the simplest. Keyword looks to be. We technically have a flake right there we needed to pop off. So the back edge is not going to be on my leg. It's going to be open. So it'll fly more towards you. It's another big spall. We can continue that direction, it looks like, or we can drive through here, which I do like, and see if we can't round out the other edge. Yep. Able to do a quick rollover there. And all these were able to reduce quite a bit more as well. So this is just preemptive. Now, from a big core like this, I want to preserve the length. And so I'm already thinking about removing a lot of the along the edge stuff. And so platforms like this is what we want to keep. Everything under it, we want to try to remove. So we'll use these platforms here. Looks like there was a seam or something I didn't see initially there. Not a problem. we can flip it over. And this may overshoot a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, not too bad of an overshoot at all, if any. So another good spall, a little bit more more questionable, but still pretty good. Still pretty good. Again, we want to keep this side, so I'm trying to think of ways to catch the other side. And again, we can return to where we started from this face. Go ahead and get a spall. You can see there's a little hole in there. So again, we want to keep working on this face to get that hole out of there and keep the intact side. Got a natural platform here we can use. Which works out really well. Got another one we could run. Maybe, yeah. It was a little tricky, but able to get another spall. And every last one of these we can reduce into a number of ways and get at least 100 spalls off of this thing easily. Some will be 10 inches and some will, that might not even be worth it right there, but I'm gonna lay it down. And others may only be 3-4 inches, but got varying sizes. So this one, I'm kind of hoping it rolls over, and it did, but in a good way. Now we're kind of getting to another hole, so we just kind of nosy our way, find what we want to hit. A lot of these are still really usable plates, although not massive, are still very usable. And so there's kind of a process of me reducing a big tab of Georgia Jasper. Don't get to see reducing or people reducing big stuff, at least in this material, very often. So I hope it's kind of fun and enjoyable for you to watch. Maybe it's not. Maybe you hate it. I'm sure I'll get some critics and haters in the comments. You should have slammed it. Well, I'm getting a lot of points out of it, so what can I say? A lot of points. A lot of points. And generally, I mostly do them justice. I would like to think that I do at least. Some may disagree, but nonetheless. Now I could reduce this. Yeah, good thing I was wearing jeans, my goodness. Look at the inside of this thing here. Whew, that almost got me good. Sometimes you get stuff like that. I mean, no wonder I try to keep the really good material where I see it, because there's a difference between napping stuff like this and napping stuff like this. Very dry over on this side, either your right or left, I don't know. And then kind of this cleaner stuff, and this isn't even one of the cleanest flakes of the bunch. It's just kind of one that was down the way. I guess to get to the best, I gotta get down low, but nonetheless, hey, still two good spalls. That now I know where the problem area is. I can work around it and be a-okay with two big pieces and still, even still, get really good flakes off of it. That probably will need some heat, but I mean, that's a 6-inch spall at least from base to tip. So, and many of you have seen this pickwick I've made, and yeah, it came from a decent sized piece of rock, but I mean, look at that. That's somewhat doable. This is heated, this is not. If I heat this up, it'll be all right. So even off a kind of a reject spall, we can still get really good pieces that can be turned into really fine, beautiful points. And of course, there's a lot of little spalls down here I haven't picked up. But I'm gonna check out my, we're good. Yeah, I'm very glad that I wore jeans. So we can keep knocking them off of this one. Really good platforms to go on. Same thing for this one. There's just so many different avenues to get various balls off of. I see 100 of them already. But there's you a short little video me spalling some different stuff. Usually I whittle them down to kind of a shape, something like that. Then sometimes I get them really thin, big long preform. And these are all raw, by the way, these two pieces. And then I finish them up and turn them into a fine little arrowhead blade of some kind. And so, hope you enjoyed. I always love busting up good rock and, seeing what's there, seeing what's inside. I think that's the fun of it, And then being able to make stuff like this to put in a frame and just to view at in the office or in the kitchen or wherever I want to put them at, just encourages me to keep on doing it. And I don't know, share my work with you guys. So, all right. Now, as many of you know, a lot of the little flakes that come off, I'm going to be putting in boxes, just to, as you know, I like working stuff this size. I'm not a big fan of working stuff this size. So there's some really quality stuff that, like I said, there'll be 100 different spalls and probably 200 different flakes, usable flakes. I've got so many boulders, only so much time and, hand strength to be able to work it. So I'll keep you updated if I have any boxes available. Again, I'm not getting my money's back on them. I'm just kind of, helping you guys out. But all right, guys, take care. This is going in the keeper case, by the way. You can't have it. But I do have a Noonan, which is similar but different, out of Florida Coral that I've signed. For 80 bucks, I'm selling. I got this one, kind of a coral levy point for 80 bucks I'm selling. And this Alabama Coastal Simpson for 80 bucks as well. So if you want any of those, you can let me know. If not, I just thank you for watching, and we're gonna call it here. Thank you guys, and check out the spalls. Whole bunch of them. I think I like that one the most. Yeah, my leg's good. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for watching.